Hello, welcome back to my channel. So today is almost a week since I came back from my vacation. I have some mini updates for you guys. I just wanted to share me getting back from vacation. Today's the first day that I'm not working at Point & Hun, which is my stationery shop. I'm actually working from home. I usually do that on Fridays. So I wanted to share kind of an update vlog with you guys and kind of go through what happened this week and even the last 2 weeks. And if you haven't noticed, I'm a little sick right now. That is kind of the reason why I wanted to also share this vlog, because I was trying to get a lot better this week and I couldn't get things back, like reset my life this week as fast because I am sick, so I was trying to rest a lot more. And I also want to mention that the vacation was super rushed, and I'll talk a little bit more about that. Another thing is I got my hair permed and I'm still trying to figure out how I want to style it. Right now I'm trying to kind of make it more low-key, because in the beginning it was like really curly and that wasn't the look I was going for, so I'm just testing out different ways to style it. But I love it because the next day I don't have to do my hair, and that's kind of the goals in my life. But I just wanted to mention that first. But yeah, let's get into today's vlog. So I just put on half makeup on, so I'll be sharing a little bit more as I talk about what's been happening, but mainly the vacation was super rushed, and I had we went to 3 places within 2 weeks. It was really crazy, and I need a break. So first things first, we went to Singapore for a few days. I felt like we shouldn't have done that and just stayed in the 2 places, mainly because we wanted to visit family that were overseas and we haven't seen them in a really long time. So I thought that in the beginning, we weren't sure if we were able to go to China because they weren't letting people with visas in at the time. So we decided to just book the Singapore trip, and if we are able to go last minute, then we'll just go, or we just won't go at all, just stay in Macau, which is where my mom is from. That was the main part of this trip. So that's what happened. And I forgot to mention, if you haven't been to my channel yet, welcome. My name is Holly from Life with Holly Lifestyles. I'm so excited to share with you my life as an entrepreneur and my tips and tricks for business. I also share a lot of productivity and desk content and lifestyle content, so if you love any of that or all of that, make sure to subscribe and make sure to sign up for my email newsletter for updates on my life and even freebies that I give out since I'm a graphic designer. So back to this chat, we went to Singapore for a couple of days, and then we came to Macau, and we only hung out for a day, and then we went to China, and then mainly the China trip was to visit family from the hubby side, but also we wanted to do some Point & Hun work where we go visit the factories that we work with and kind of just see the place and kind of find more swatches and like leather products, so that it's a lot easier when you're actually there. So we also added those 2 days into that, and then we came back and then we kind of relaxed for another couple of days in Macau, and then it was just basically that was the whole trip. Like, no joke, it was very rushed. I wish I had more time in Macau. I wasn't there for that long, but it was just crazy. So yeah, I have this Charlotte Tilbury blush here, which is, I forgot to lock it, so now it's just all over my the cap, which really sucks, but gotta work with what I gotta work. So my makeup is pretty much done, but I wanted to share something. So since it's a long haul flight, we were able to check in our bags, so I brought along a lot of makeup, and I was away for a while, and there's some products I wanted to try out and kind of test out, and I wanted to share some of my favorites that I have kind of been reaching for while I was there for 2 weeks. So one of the first things is the Summer Friday skin tint. I've been using this even before I went to Asia, and I just love how easy it is. All I wanted to do is just even out my skin tone, because I do have a lot of redness and weird things happening, and it does work really well with dry skin, so I definitely recommend this. It is a little bit in a pricier side, but it's just super easy for everyday kind of look. And then the other thing I've been using and also been using before I left was the Rare Beauty eye brightener. I don't even use concealer unless I know I'm taking photos that day, then I'll probably just grab my Dior Backstage for more like full coverage concealer. But if it's just a simple day and I know I'm not going to take too much photos, I usually just reach out for this to kind of just brighten my under eye, and that's all I need. And I have been running on really less sleep while I was there, so this one really did help. And the last two things that I've been using a lot is the Charlotte Tilbury Glowgasm as a blush. It's just super easy and it just looks really natural on. I did mention that I forgot to lock it, so it got like squeezed, I believe, during the flight or something, and now there's product in the cap a lot, so it's been really hard to use it properly. But if you use it the real way, where you just like dot a few dots, it's amazing. It's super easy. All you do is just use a beauty blender and just blend it out, and that's pretty much it, and I love it. And the last thing I have is the Merit bronzer. This was sent to me, and I did mention it in a previous vlog, but I continued using it because I couldn't find my other bronzers, so I just used it. But it's the easiest to glide, super natural, it's not too intense, so it's perfect for my kind of like no makeup days. But obviously if you want like more definition, more glam, I would use a different one, but this one's really good since I'm more of the natural kind of no makeup kind of makeup girl. So yeah, those are the couple of things that I've been loving. So other than that, that's kind of like the mini update from the last 2 weeks that I was away. And as you see, my space is a mess, but this week is all about kind of slowly get back into planning. So I was a little sick, so I still a little sick, but I've been taking it super slow. Wanted to rest more because resting really helps with recovering. I've tried back in the day where I don't rest and I just kept on going, and I was just sick for like double the time. So I'd rather just stop everything, take a break, and you'll be better in no time. So now that I'm a little bit better, I am back into planning. I've been a little bit better the last couple of days, I could say. Usually the first 2 days I was like, I'm just like gonna stop and not do anything, and then I can slowly get back to things as the days go by. I've been back into planning, and I got some exciting emails the past week or so, so I'm so excited for those collaborations for this month, and I can't wait to share with you guys. But that's a little update on my kind of like content planning side of things. Now I'm in the office, so other than slowly getting back into planning, I want to also do some other things that I've been wanting to do with Life with Holly, such as creating more freebies for you guys. So if you haven't signed up for my email newsletter, make sure to do so. I'll link it down below. I usually share a weekly kind of thoughts of things that I find, things, kind of updates on my desk setup, and just update in my life in general. So if you're excited or interested in that, make sure to join. Other than that, I also want to do some Pinterest stuff, maybe write more blog posts, but that's going to be kind of like in a couple months from now, kind of slowly ease into that. And then other than that, one of my biggest projects is Poshmark. I've accumulated a lot of stuff that I want to put on Poshmark, but I just haven't had time to do that. So hopefully I'll have some time either next week or the week after. But that's kind of those little things that I've been put on the side because I've been so focused on content creation the past few months that now I think I can slowly ease into that. And another project I want to work on is my work week agenda. If you follow me from before, I shared a little bit about it, but I didn't have a full-on video on it yet. I might have to do one of those in the future, but mainly work week agenda is something I created that's a sister company of Poi & Hun. It is more focused on 5-day work weeks and kind of like being the most productive you so that you can have your weekends off, because I do believe you should have weekends off. As an entrepreneur and small business, a lot of the times we work 24/7, and I always believed in that we always need our break and we need time for ourselves. So before I left my vacation, I actually released some notepads. I didn't do any like intensive marketing for them, and so they kind of flopped. I wanted to release them as soon as possible, but I just didn't have time to promote them or kind of tease them or anything. So that's kind of where my focus on is. That I do have other kind of ideas and things that I want to release in the next couple of months, so I got to start focusing on these first. We actually released 3 different notepads at letter size, so they're super big, and it has the weekly planner that you can get, but in a notepad form, which I thought was something good for those that just want the weekly view but without having the full on planner, because the planner can be expensive, and obviously Some people don't want a planner, they just want something super easy to write on. So these are the two that we have, because we do have two versions. One is the Work Professional, which is the regular one, and then we have the weekly planner in the content planner, which I use mainly because I am a content creator, so I do use this one a lot. So I'm going to switch this screen and show you, but I also have the monthly one. So this is a new design that I have, and yeah, so hopefully I can start promoting these in the next couple of weeks and kind of get some traction, or even get some engagement and awareness with the content, the work week agenda in general. Okay, so here are the notepads. This is the letter size, so it's like a full sheet. So you can view the weekly planner. So instead of split in half in a planner form, now it's in a notepad form. So it looks like that. You have your 5-day weeks in here. You can have top goals, to do, schedule, and notes. And then on the side, you have this kind of like sidebar here where you have important, inbox, outbox, to email, daily, and next week. So that's the Work Professional one, which is the original one. And then we have it in the content planner version, which is just different. It's just this bottom part, instead of a full note section, you have a marketing area where you can have today's posts and working on. So that's the first thing. And then the next one is the monthly planners for those that just want to plan their monthly. I usually use this for content creation, or if you just want it at a glance, you can also do that too. So you have your month here, and then you have a top 3 to do and next month, and then some notes on the bottom. So that is the new releases for those. So I'll be working on creating content for these, and hopefully we can get some traction and I can work on my project a lot more. Since I've been so busy with Life with Holly Lifestyles and Point Hunt, I haven't had time to work on this, which I believe has a lot of potential. I just need to work on it. But yeah. So I did some content creation for Life with Holly Lifestyles, and I did some social media for Work Week Agenda, mainly just to do TikTok videos. I think in the beginning when I did a lot of TikToks, I got a lot of orders because of TikTok, so I'm just gonna stick with that and see how that goes and kind of continue from there, and also work on Instagram later on when I have a little bit more time. But that was pretty much today's kind of like craziness. Other than that, I'm just gonna take some time and start cleaning the house. We have kind of like 2 weekends to clean the house before I have some family members come. So but both weekends I only have 1 day out of the 2 days, and we're not the type that can clean fully for a whole day. So cleaning a little bit by little bit is the best way to go. So since I do have some time, I'm just going to start cleaning a little bit, and then kind of like tidying things up and kind of grouping things, such as like things that the hubby needs to deal with, or things that we need to find a place for, or actually put things away. So those are like kind of like the 3 different categories. And then other than that, so we have this island here that is full of stuff right now. It's been like that since we left, so we just added more stuff when we came back. We unpacked all our stuff. It's mostly downstairs. We already took our kind of like toiletries and makeup products. I already took all the stuff out to put away. We also took the stuff that are for gifts away, but there's other things that we have left downstairs, such as like the bigger toiletry things that we don't really need. So we need to put those away. We have a lot of just random stuff that we brought over there that is our own that we need to put away. So that's that's the thing I have to do with a hubby, so I won't be doing that today. But mainly I'm just gonna tidy out this island here, kind of sort them into the 3 groups that I said. And then if you remember in the beginning of this video, in the bedroom, the cabinet is full of stuff, so I'm going to be cleaning that. That's mainly my stuff in there. Just need to put things away, tidy things up, and kind of have a pile of things of where to put later. But that's going to really help for tomorrow, which is Saturday, to clean up. But yeah, so let's get cleaning. Okay, so I am finally tidied up. I am ready for tomorrow and put things away and stuff like that. So I'm just setting myself up for success, hopefully. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I just wanted to share kind of like what it's like to kind of get back into things, especially when you got sick and you're still in kind of like a vacation mode and there's just so many things going on in your head. We just need to sit down and kind of figure out what needs to be next, and it's okay to rest when you really need to. If I wasn't sick, I'd probably still take a day off or something to just kind of rest and stuff like that. But I had to take a couple of extra days off because I was sick, but that's okay. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and comment down below any other videos you would like to see. Don't forget to follow me at Life with Holly Lifestyles on Instagram and TikTok, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!